Hello, Vice-Chancellor.
Hello. I hear you want to talk about tuition fees and higher education policies.
Yes. I wondered why I should have to pay nearly £27,000 for a degree which you, and other people your age, got for free when you were younger.
Let me stop you there. You don't have to pay anything up front. I can't emphasize how important this is.
Of course. But I will still be graduating with around £50,000 of debt. Do you think that is fair?
Let me stop you there. You don't have to pay anything up front. I can't emphasize how important this is.
Yes, Vice-Chancellor, but when I graduate, I will start my life owing nearly £50,000 more than you did. This is before I even think about buying a house, starting a business or having a family. Why must young people today pay so much more for a degree?
I understand your concern. But you must remember the substantial personal benefits that you will secure through attending university.
But Vice-Chancellor, graduate unemployment is at a record high, and people like yourself have already received very substantial personal benefits from higher education. Surely it is people like you who should be paying more?
I don't think that's fair. I already donate £12 every month to the Donkey Sanctuary. But of course no one wants to see these fees. But these are difficult economic times, and we all have to make sacrifices.
But Vice-Chancellor, the Office for Budgetary Responsibility has said that the new fees regime will increase the national debt because the Treasury got its sums wrong. And how can shifting the debt onto young people be good for the economy in the future?
Of course. No one wants to see these fees. But these are difficult economic times, and we all have to make sacrifices.
Can I ask what sacrifices you have made, Vice-Chancellor? My fees are rising by tens of thousands of pounds. What else has risen by tens of thousands of pounds recently?
I suppose you mean my bonuses. But remember that I work very hard to bring more students to Southampton, to increase our funding and to provide a world-class teaching experience.
What has happened this year, Don?
Well, student numbers have fallen. And because of the new government policy, our funding will decrease too. This is likely to affect the quality of teaching. But no one could have predicted this would happen. This situation is a real wake-up call for British universities.
So the problem is that the government raised tuition fees, limited the numbers of students you could recruit and reduced your funding.
Exactly. This situation is a real wake-up call for British universities.
So I suppose then that you have been opposing the government's higher education reforms for a long time. I mean that as head of the university, you would want to speak out against the damage these policies are doing? Vice-Chancellor?
It's not quite that simple. I remain of the view that the higher education sector is well served by the university's minister. And you must remember that the best way to influence policy is to make sure you're at the table when the decisions are being made.
And how do you do that?
By making sure you don't oppose the decisions that are being made.